everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. Today I'm here with a challenge video that's a little bit different. So during the lockdown in the middle of May and June, I think it was, I uploaded a video where I challenged myself to run or walk somewhere in between, like a little speed walk, jog, 5 kilometers every day for a month. And the response to that video was amazing. I had so many people messaging me, like professional runners, being like, oh, this is such a good thing to try. And obviously I'm not saying that was for everybody, and I hand on my heart say that running is not really my thing. I've tried to keep up with jogging, but it just wasn't for me. So then I thought, you know what, I kind of want to do something similar. I enjoyed that and I love the idea of like being more active, getting fitter. So I'm going to challenge myself to 20,000 steps per day. Yeah. So the recommended amount of steps from the NHS website is 10,000. 10,000 steps a day, which actually sounds a lot. Like that sounds hard enough, especially as somebody that works at a desk. Like I work on a laptop most of the day. I don't have an active job. I'm not standing up. I have an Apple Watch to tell me to remember to stand up because I spend so long sat down. However, I like to also think on the same breath and on the other side of that I'm quite an active person. I try to work out every weekday. I walk my dog every day. I try to get out and do the steps usually, and I usually do about 10,000. So I thought, let's double it. That'll be a fun challenge. Nothing like setting yourself up to fail, am I right? So before we actually get into the video, I just want to say I'm not doing this specifically to try and lose weight. I don't want anything other than to see if I can do it and if I'm going to be able to stick to it every day, and also what the results will be to my body if I do manage that. So before we get any further into it, I know what I weighed at the beginning of this challenge, and I'm not doing this for weight loss. Like I'm pretty happy with my body. Like I'm definitely not trying to, you know, promote the fact that I want to lose weight, but just from an experimental point of view, I knew what I weighed before this challenge, so I'll be interested to see if I do lose any weight. Without further ado, we're gonna flash back to last week when I started this, and you know, this week was pretty interesting, and at some points it was very difficult. Hats off to you if you do 20,000 steps or more every day. I know a lot of people that do active jobs do this on the daily more than this. For me, this was quite a lot, so let's get going. Okie dokie guys, so after that after that workout, I haven't checked my step count, but I have my watch on here, so I'm gonna do it now because I think I know roughly how many steps it is. Like I do it every day and I'm pretty sure it's around the 4,000 step mark. Yeah, 4,100 steps. So can you see that? It says 4,162, and considering it's not even yet 9:30, I think that that's pretty good. That's 3.4 kilometers. So even though I stayed in my living room and I stayed in the same spot, I did 3.4 kilometers worth of walking, so that's quite good. Now I'm actually about to head into my local town to go for a meeting, and quite often I would drive this, but I'm not going to drive it today because there's just no need to. I don't need to drive. A 25-minute walk, so I'm going to walk it and I'm going to walk back, which will also up the step count, but also isn't going like out of my way to put more exercise into my day. Like I have to go to this meeting either way, so I'm just going to go on foot. I think it's about 3 kilometers, like a return journey, so it should be about the same. Get in those steps in. So my watch is now saying 9,683 steps. Oh no, 9,908 steps, 8 kilometers. So we have another 10,000 to do, just over. It is midday. Obviously, as I said, I walked into my town centre and I did that walking workout this morning, the like step challenge workout. I'm gonna go on a hour-long walk and see how many steps I do in an hour. I'm not gonna focus it on a distance. I'm just gonna walk for 1 hour, aim to be home in an hour. I don't have too much more time than that, but I also want to get in as many steps as possible, so let's go. On this walk I seem to be being attacked by bugs and flies that are everywhere, and it's warmer than I thought it was. Like it's kind of like the last day of summer today, and the temperature's like 23 degrees. Getting a bit sweaty, I will not lie to you, but I'm just enjoying listening to a podcast, having a bit of a zen moment. So it's now 10:30 in the evening and my step count is currently at 18,500. So I was just gonna give up and I was gonna be like, oh, I failed it on the first day. It was nearly there. 18,500 steps is still a lot of steps, but I'm not gonna give up because I'm not actually tired. I'm very awake. This always happens to me. My main burst of energy comes in the evening. Like I am an evening person through and through. Please excuse the state of my hair. Whilst I wind down, this is so random and so not a usual evening activity, but I'm gonna watch Waterloo Road. If you follow my vlogs, you'll know that I've been watching that forever. And I have about 1,200 steps left to do, or 1,500 steps to do. I've been averaging about 4,000 steps every half an hour, so I reckon I can do it in like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna walk on the spot whilst I watch Waterloo Road, which you're probably thinking, that's so weird, that's a little bit of like obsessive, but I just want to see if I can do it. I think it'll be once I've done it for a few days that it feels tiring, because obviously doing it once isn't too much, but doing it every day will feel like exhausting. But I want to complete it on day one at least, so we're gonna finish it off. And there we have it at the end of day one. Tipped that over the edge by a little bit actually, just from a 15-minute dance party in my room. Very much enjoyed it actually, probably my favourite steps that I've got in all day. It was the most fun. State of me now is a joke, so I shall pick you up in the morning when we go day 2. Step count day 2 so far, it is 10 to 10 and I'm spending the day today out and about with my friend, so I don't really have time for like a super long walk or anything. If you want to see what we get up to, go and check out the vlog that's already on my channel. However, there's no real time to go for like another walk, but I am interested to see like how many steps I do just on a regular day, like walking around the city and going shopping, because I think you do more steps than you realise when you're shopping. So I think that like I might surprise myself. A little update for you guys. Currently sat in my car. I've been out all day with my friend, just like meandering around Lincoln. We've eaten and drank a lot, but we've also walked around the city quite a lot. So I'm gonna check my step count. Okay, it's not bad. 15,000 steps. That is not bad. That means I've done 11,000 steps since I got here. I need to do 5,000 more. I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, to be honest. I might go back out and walk the dog, but we shall see. Anyway, 15,000 steps so far today is not bad. It's the end of the day and I've only gone and done it. Didn't even feel like any kind of effort today because I'd already done like nearly 16,000 steps by the time I got home. Also, please excuse my retainer. I only had 4,000 left to do, and then just from like tidying up, walking around the house, playing with the dog, and I was like out in the garden with the dog when I got in, even though it was dark, and I didn't really even realise that I was like creeping up to 20,000 steps. Don't know if you can read it. 20,100. Now, so far on both of the days, I'm not really finding this that difficult. Like, it really, especially today, it hasn't felt like I've had loads of like time allocated out of my day to make sure that I'm getting exercise in. I think because I was already like planned to be out and about in a city with my friend, that it was so easily done without even really realising it. Tomorrow I have no plans and it's forecast heavy rain all day. I would usually spend that inside just working, so I think tomorrow's going to be more of a challenge. We are getting the steps in. I'm in some questionable stone-coloured joggers. Not sure if I'm vibing with this, but with the dog, also with my mum. And these are steps like number 7,000 of the day. Going okay. We waited until the weather had stopped raining before we started going for a walk. I'm gonna get in as many steps now as I can before the rain starts again, because I much prefer doing it outside like this than in my room or like in the house, just because this feels like I'm actually walking rather than dancing around on the spot. So, still getting the steps in, this time walking Tom's doggo. It is actually like sunset. Didn't really think about the fact that it has been raining all day and the ground is super wet and squelchy, and I'm wearing pale grey trainers, so that's not really ideal. Yeah, but my step count is currently at 16,000, so I've very nearly done it, and I'm quite away from home, so definitely gonna manage it today, I think. What's your step count for the day? Do you want a little input into the video?
It's gonna be shocking, but hang on.
I mean, Tom does work in an office job where he's sat down for like the whole day.
I do try and move as much as I can, it doesn't really happen. 4,700.
That's not too bad, considering you have been sat at an office all day. 20,000 a day.
Oh God, yeah.
So I'm on 16,000 at the minute. It's way easier than I thought it was gonna be, actually. I've done it every day so far, and I haven't made like a special effort to like put loads of time aside out of my day. Anyway, thought I would update you. End of day 3. The camera struggles to focus on the watch, won't lie, but we've only gone and done it for a 3rd day in a row. 20,000 steps equates to about 16 kilometers, which is actually quite a lot. I highly doubt you'll be able to hear me because of the wind noise, but we're getting the steps in. I'm battling the elements. Sound like I'm climbing Everest or something. It's not even raining, but it's so windy. The hat's out. Can you believe the start of this video was like summer, and now here we are, day 4 of the challenge. Look at mum dragged her with me. You're basically doing the 20,000 step challenge as well, the amount we've walked this week. Step count check. I'm at about 11,000. Today is going to be the hardest, without a doubt, to get all the steps in because it's just such bad weather that I'm not going to be able to come out again. That means I need to do the rest in my house, which is harder than it sounds. I think today I might fail it. I'm just going to hold my hands up and say it now. I really want to. I want to get back out and do another walk, but it's so weather dependent, and I do actually own a treadmill. You're probably thinking, if you watch these videos regularly, Molly, you have a treadmill, but it actually needs mending right now. Basically, there's quite a bit of maintenance involved with keeping a treadmill, and it needs like this specific oil, and I always prefer going out for walks like actually on foot if I can. There is no more rain forecast, so I might go out after I've had dinner. Currently 5:30, and my step count for today is, my watch is always a bit more accurate, let's update it. Okay, it's saying 12,400, so that means I have another 6,600. Is that right? Is that correct math? 7,600. Yeah, that's right. 7,000 more steps is a lot. I don't know if I'm going to do it. If I can get over 15,000, I'll be happy today because I haven't really moved. I've barely even got dressed, as you can see. So I'm still pretty happy about that. I still look rough as heck. But super quick update, I just wanted to update you guys that I've actually done it and I'm so shocked. Oh my god, that really scared me. I thought that was a spider. Anyway, so I'm going to show you my step count. Basically most of it today consisted of me doing it in my bedroom. I'm not gonna lie, I have barely been out and today has been the hardest day by a mile, and I really thought I wasn't going to do it. I annoyed Tom all evening by marching around the room, but here we go. Day 4 I think this is. Completed it, mate. Okay, right. I have a confession. Not gonna lie, I didn't complete this yesterday. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just gonna tell you as it is. I kind of fell off with my mission because I spent the day down at Bicester Village and I thought I would do a lot of walking. I didn't film anything, I didn't take my camera, but I was still trying to do the challenge. I anticipated just updating you when I got home. Didn't do 20,000 steps. I managed 13,000, so it's still like above the recommended 10,000, but we didn't do it, okay? So like maybe the challenge is a fail, maybe it's not. Maybe 20,000 was just a bit too high to do every single day, but I am back on it today. I'm going to be trying. I've already got 4,000 steps under my belt because I did a walking home workout this morning. If you haven't gathered by now, they're like my favourite to do because they're just really, really easy. Then we're going to get on with the rest of the day. I'm going to walk into town. I'm going to walk the dog. Second dog walk of the day. We're getting the steps in. I look incredibly rough, so my favourite thing to do is wear sunglasses when I look like this, but hoping we just don't bump into anybody. This is not a vibe. Sounds like we're actually about to be attacked from the air. Here's the culprit. Can't believe the camera zoomed in on that enough for you to be able to see that. That is sick. We're still going. It's beginning to get a bit autumnal down here. The dog has temporarily stopped. Whenever I'm trying to get steps in and it's with the dog, it does take twice as long. Here's mum, here's the dog. Can't blame her. She's only got little legs, to be fair.
So have I, to be fair.
So have you, to be fair, yeah. This is the current stats. We've done 16 minutes of walking, 1.15 kilometres, and now we're turning around and heading back, so we'll have done about 2.5 kilometres when we get home. Just see the squirrel in the tree. You muppet, you're never going to catch that lot, so it can climb trees.
Oh, you can't do that.
We are back in the office. My step count is now at 14,000 nearly, and it is 4:30, so I have 6,000 more steps to do. It's actually hard to get it in because of the daylight hours. Like over the summer, like in June and July and all throughout lockdown, I was walking so much, but I was going on walks at like 8 p.m, 9 p.m, 10 p.m. But obviously now it gets dark at 7. It really limits when I want to go for a walk because I don't really fancy going for like a 5-kilometre walk around the town in the dark. It's not that I'm scared as such, and like the town is so safe and it wouldn't make a difference. I just don't really want to go out in the dark. Like I don't want to go for a walk in the dark. I might have to tonight. Personally, I don't think I'm getting 6,000 steps done in my house. I keep trying to like stand up. I think it's good anyway to like stand up every hour and, you know, walk around a bit, walk on the spot a little bit, but it's not going too well today. I've got one more day of this challenge. Yeah, cool. There's my update. Okay, very disheveled because I just went for a little evening walk. Step count 17,408. Oh, Siri thinks I'm speaking to him. Yeah, 17,400. So that is still another, I think, how many is that left to go? I can't even do the maths. 2,500. I think I can do it. It is only, it's not even 8 p.m. yet, so like I can probably do it just if I get up and like walk on the spot for like 3 or 4 minutes every half an hour. I reckon I will hit 20,000 steps. Did go out on a walk. I did brave the dark, but I was only out for literally 15 minutes and I was walking so fast as well, so I thought I would have done more steps, but I think in hindsight I just walked a short distance really quickly, which obviously does not up your step count. A little update for you guys. We've only gone and smashed it. A fair few laps of walking up and down the stairs, and then I tidied my room, I tidied my office, I tidied the downstairs of the house. 20,000 steps. Promise, I have not cheated on any of the days when I've done it. I've actually genuinely done it as well. I'm really impressed. Tomorrow is the final day of the challenge. Thank God. I'm so ready to not do all this walking. For the final time of this challenge, I'm going to do this video, 10,000 steps, which is actually not, it's such a scam, it's such clickbait, it's like 4,000 steps. So for the bulk of today's main steps, I'm actually at a really big park in Hull, and this is where I'm going to try and get my step count up, because yesterday I did a lot of it in the house. This is the last day of the challenge. I want to get it done outside. So as you can see, I'm by this really beautiful lake. I'm with my mum and the dog. When I signed up for the when I signed up, if I didn't force myself to do it, my mum also, unknowing to her, also decided that we were doing 20,000 steps because she's done most of the walks with me. I think I'm at about 5,000 steps so far today, and it's about 11:30, 11:45, so it's not going too bad. Yes. It is, what time even is it? It's 5:15. I just walked the dog, again, just like a little walk, and my step count is at 14,500. So we have 5,500 steps left to go, and it is only 5 p.m, which is so much better than yesterday. And I'm actually going on a walk after I've had dinner with my boyfriend Tom. Something that I've actually really noticed and I've become like more aware of is that I actually have more energy. Like, I thought this would be exhausting and that I'd be really tired every day, but actually, weirdly, it's made me more energetic. Like, I've noticed that if I go for like 2 or 3 dog walks every day, when I get in, I'm like raring to go and get on with my work. But if I don't get up and break the day up with walk, I just don't focus as well, and I'm like procrastinating. So I think that actually doing this has been really interesting. So I think in the future, when I'm feeling a bit bored and like I'm a bit stuck in a rut, what I actually need is to go out and do some exercise and do some walking. Like, I've still had a lot of time to do other things with my day as well, so far so good. Look at the moon, guys. I wish the camera would focus on it a bit better. I'm with Tom. We're on a walk, our final walk of the day. Hopefully this is going to be the one that gets me up to, whoa, we're zoomed in. Look like I'm wearing my old school uniform. Hopefully this is going to be the walk that tips me over to 20,000 steps. I'm on, well, when I left the house I was on 15,000, so I had 5,000 left to do. This walk's about 4 kilometers, so we might do it actually on this walk. We might just tip it over. How many steps are you on?
10,600.
10,600, that's good considering you've been at work all day.
Yeah, but I've been stood up more today.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I'll update you when we get back. Final walk of the video, final evening of the challenge. I've only gone and done it. 20,700 steps. I did it before I even got in from the walk. Like, I have done the most steps out of any single day today. Completed it, mate. With the one day aside where I didn't do it, which was, you know, a little bit of a setback considering this was meant to be a weekly challenge and I didn't quite complete it. I'm still pretty proud of 6 days out of 7. Like, that is definitely better than I thought I would do when I started this. I thought it would be like me getting close, like 18,000, 19,000, but to do over 20,000 6 days out of 7, I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna fully finish this video in the morning. I'm gonna give you an update, my final thoughts, my concluding verdict, things I've noticed, but for now I'll show you the final day. Can you see that? Did it, boys and girls. And here we are back in the office where we started. The challenge is done, and I actually just got weighed to see if I'd lost any weight, just out of interest. As I said at the beginning, this like really was not a weight loss thing. I've been eating completely as normal, if not slightly more, because I was noticing that I was hungrier. Like, I was walking 16 kilometers a day, like I was hungrier, so I was eating more, and I definitely wasn't actively trying to lose weight. But I have lost 3 pounds, which I think is quite a lot to lose in a week. Like, I don't know about you, like I think for my body that's quite a lot. Other things I've noticed is that as the week went on, it was definitely feeling less effort. Like, on the first day I was like, oh my god, 16 kilometers is a lot of walking. But yesterday when I did it, I'd not even really thought about it. I just did 2 long dog walks and then like a home workout, and that does sound like a lot when I'm saying it, but it wasn't. It didn't take up a great deal of my time on my day. So yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. Let me know down below if you think 20,000 steps is a lot, or if you do like 30,000 plus daily when you're at work. Honestly, it's so different for everybody, but for me this was quite a lot and quite a challenge, and one that I'm excited and glad is over. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you have any other challenges that you'd like to see me do let me know down in the comments, because I'm always up for pretty much anything. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I shall be back on my channel with a weekly vlog on Saturday. Bye guys.